Good afternoon, fellow dreamers. It's Ned over at My Philippine Dreams. And as you guys know, we have been looking for a house, basically a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house for a very long time, like years. Now, some friends of ours invited us. Today is July 4th, 2021. Happy Philippine American Friendship Day and Independence Day for the Americans, my fellow Americans. And this couple, these are some friends of ours, and they've been looking for the perfect house for about 5 years. And they have finally found it, and we're going to be checking this place out. It is a 4-bedroom, 4-bath house, and you can see it's got elevated balconies up there. It's got all kinds of outbuildings. It's on an 800-meter lot. It's absolutely beautiful. It's nice and cool, and that's their dog. You got to be careful of that dog. It's vicious. And they're paying 20,000 pesos a month for this place. It's not a compound. Is it its own dedicated house? It's got PLDT fiber, it's got security grates, it's got window screens, it's 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, I said that already. And let's take a look around the exterior. Now, one thing you gotta keep in mind is this is a perfect example of not finding a place on Facebook Marketplace, which are all grimy and overpriced and really not worth the time and energy even to check out. This is actually something that they found through a personal acquaintance of theirs. So, as I've said before, sometimes it's not what you know, but who you know. And this is a perfect example of that. Now, this right here is the dedicated videoke room. It is basically like a covered cabana. It's actually got an insulated roof, I just noticed that. And over there, underneath that, you pull that back. It's got a TV screen, a videoke system, and it's got Hello Kitty all over the place. And so you can do a videoke out here if you're having a party, you get friends over or whatever. I'm sure the neighbors would appreciate it. Another good thing about this neighborhood is it's very quiet. There's also a mounting up here in case you want to have a fiesta party or something. And you can put a TV up here, and you can put tables out here in this covered area right here, this covered atrium, and you can have your party. One thing you got to keep in mind is they just moved in, so you're going to see boxes all over the place. They have not finished unpacking, so it is what it is. We'll check out the interior in a bit. Let's go around the exterior. This is a covered carport, obviously. This is where they keep their car. They got a Suzuki multi-cab, and attached to the covered carport, they also have a kid, and attached to that is a helper's room, and there's a bed in there. Again, they just moved in, and they have all kinds of boxes that they haven't unboxed yet, but this is pretty cool. You got a helper, they can have this room, and they got their own little mirror and stuff, and they can say hello. Now, they're building, this is continued under construction here. This is going to be an outbuilding for, this is like a visitor's room or an in-laws. You're going to have a bedroom. It's got its own CR. This is under construction right now, obviously. But this is going to be like, if you got visitors over, you got your in-laws visiting, whatever, if you're in trouble with the wife, the old lady's kicked you out, this is where you could come, relax. And it's going to be 2 rooms out here, and it's got its own CR. So that's pretty cool. So there's basically so far 2 outbuildings. You got the helper's room for the dong or your yaya or housekeeper, and eventually you're going to have your visitor's room. And I just noticed this, they have weights. Those are homemade Filipino weights. If you're under ECQ, if you're being under quarantine, you need to work out, these are homemade weights. So there's no excuse for, like, right now, all the gyms are closed, all the restaurants are closed, all the bars are closed. Yeah, it's not good. All right, let's continue going around. You also notice it's all sliding windows. There's no jalousie windows. Sliding windows are great, especially if you got air conditioning. This is around the back of the house. Another thing is, they got lots of trees, so there's lots of shade. And we're gonna go upstairs in a bit. This is the laundry area for doing your laundry. And what's cool is they got 2 water supplies. They got city water, and they also have a well And they also have this handy dandy pressure tank, so the water pressure is excellent. Let's continue on. Okay, this is the dirty kitchen. Again, everything is covered. Everything is covered. Let's see if we can get in here. Now, the wife just cooked us up a tremendous grilled meal, again, because today is the 4th of July. So this is the dirty kitchen area. And again, the water pressure is fantastic. And don't forget, they're paying $20,000 a month. This is like my dream house. If I could find this, if I could find something like this, I would take it in a heartbeat. They got a refrigerator out here. They also have a refrigerator inside. And this is the helper's bathroom, CR. So if you're the helper, this is your CR. Very nice. This is nicer than our CR. Pink house. And then it just continues around to the front of the house over there. All right, let's go upstairs to the balcony. Check out the balcony. Now the cool thing about the balcony is it helps with heat. One thing I noticed about this house is it's not hot at all. I can remember they were at their old house and they'd come visit us at Pink House and they'd say how much cooler our house was. Well, that isn't the situation any longer. Let's go up these steep stairs. These stairs are very steep. And this is the balcony. And there's a couple things you need to notice. There's a huge empty lot right next to their lot, which makes everything a lot cooler. There's no concrete, there's no steel out there, so you got a nice breeze coming in. It's nice and cool. Also notice all the mango trees all around us, keeping things nice and cool, no direct sun. The balcony also has a ceiling fan. There's no furniture up here yet. It's got outlets. It's got like room provision to make like a mini bar. He's talking about putting up a fridge up here. And as you can see, there's room to put a TV up here also. Pretty sweet. And there's also something I noticed, and I don't know if he's aware of this. They also have a best tank to assist with the water pressure. I gotta talk to him about that. I'm like, hey, do you not got a best tank mounted up there? And they got the Signal direct TV antenna, but they're not using it. And they also have PLDT out here. Nice. All right, back down. All right, so now we checked out the balcony, veranda. Let's go check out the interior of the house. Again, this is just nice. I'm gonna see this little plastic thing. I'm gonna sit on this. Nice and cool. Nice view. Good dog. Hi, Zoe. Yes, the dog's name is Zoe. And no, we did not get Zoe's name from this dog. All right, let's go inside, check things out. All right, so let's check out the interior. All right, this is the living room. And again, keep in mind that they just moved in. One thing that I first noticed when I came in and closed the door was they got a fire extinguisher. So this is a landlord that actually cares about his clients, his renters. This is the living room, obviously. It's got a Samsung inverter, which they basically run quite a bit. And it cools down the whole house. So this is probably a 1.5 or 2 horsepower inverter right here. Again, this is the living area. This is 4 bedrooms. Let's go check it out. This is the master bedroom. Their daughter just woke up from a nap, so we can do this. Apologies for the light. It's got some nice cabinetry, a little bit. Not as much as the last house we checked out. But this is a big room, and one thing you're gonna notice on all these 4 bedrooms is these used to be originally Filipino sized. So they're about 10 feet by 12 feet. The owners renovated the house and they extended everything out. That's why you see in every room there's like a lip right here. So now this is like 12 feet by 20 feet. It's a nice size room, and you can see they got everything set up because they have a daughter And they have mattresses along the wall so she won't bang her head against the security grates. Speaking of security grates, again, this used to be outside the house. This area right here used to be outside the house, and they still have the security grate on the door to the CR, which is kind of odd, but something that you have to work with. And there's a little alcove down there, and there's an air conditioner. Okay, moving on. So this is a nice big room. Also, they have like a 12 camera CCTV system set up, low light vision all around the house. Security is, pretty important here in the Philippines, everywhere in the world. So they have that. There's also a CR right here. This is not the main CR. Used to be a shower, but they don't use the shower anymore. So this is just primarily for a toilet needs. So that is the master bedroom. Again, look, they're all sliding windows, which are much more energy efficient than the jalousie because there's no gaps in them. They also got security grates all around. Let's go check out this room. I have no idea what this room is. Okay, this is a closet. This is the wife's closet. So yeah, that's all this room is used for. This is basically another bedroom, but they're using it as a closet. And there is, I had to go on and find the light switch. There is another shower here. This is the main shower. Water heater here. The owner, the new renter, is complaining about that it doesn't get hot enough. So I guess he's gonna upgrade the water heater. Sounds like first world problems to me. Especially on the deal that he's getting on this place. So when people are bragging about California closets and stuff, let them take a look at this. Continuing on. Now we're going to check out the kitchen. Oh, first off, there's another CR. Okay, so again, there's a total of 4, there might be 5 CRs, including the one outside, and 6 if you consider the outside house being built. Anyways, it's hard to keep track of all this stuff. Okay, so there's another CR here. This is the kitchen. You can see the cabinetry is very nice. And one of the things I noticed when I walked in here, this has a new house smell. This smells like a new house. You notice all the paint is impeccable. It's beautiful. Cabinetry is beautiful. Countertops are impeccable. Very nice. Everything is gorgeous. And I can't tell you how jealous I am that they found this house and we are still looking after 2 years. But again, it took you how many years to find this?
5 years.
5 years, okay. So it took you 5 years to find this. All right, now if you're a bibliophile, if you like books, this is probably one of the biggest private book collections that I have ever seen. And these are only the books that he has in the Philippines. He's got a lot more books in the United States. This is his office. He's got a computer set up over here. He's actually got a couple. He's a writer, and so this is why things are set up the way they are set up here. And again, and if anybody can identify what this is and send the answer to myphilippinedreams@gmail.com, I will send you a free copy of my ebook, if you know what that is. So yeah, he does a lot of writing for a particular genre. And this is his office, air conditioned. And again, you see the lip. This room was also extended to the lip right here. And it looks like there might have been like a punching bag or something mounted right here. It's got more stuff up there and just stuff everywhere. Continuing on. Okay, here's the final room. So this is another bedroom. But this is, again, they just moved. Keep in mind that they just moved. So this is basically a storage room. Could be another giant bedroom. And there's also another CR. So how many CRs are there total?
There's also a CR.
So,
3?
6?
CR5.
Yeah, there's 6 CRs. They just moved in there. I don't know how many CRs they have. There's another CR around the corner. Again, cabinetry, security grates. Oh, there are jalousie windows in here. So this is not a room that I would use actively. This would be our pantry and storage room, and that looks like what they're kind of using it for right now. He creates his own Linux boxes. So yeah, they really lucked out finding this place. 20,000 pesos a month, but keep in mind, it's who you know. And also, they were originally asking 30, and the owner's wife, I mean the renter, or the current renter's wife, negotiated with them. I think the landlord wanted somebody who was going to take care of the place, maintain it, somebody who was quiet, you know, a family type person, and somebody that they could trust with their house. And that's what happened here. So they were able to negotiate it down to 20,000 pesos per month, which is a steal. I mean, at 30,000 pesos a month, this is a nice freaking place. 25,000, I would take it, no hesitation. 20,000, I would just drop dead. Now, the only downside that I have seen so far, the approach road, if you could call it that, is not paved. It's a lot of ruts, it's a lot of dirt, it's a lot of mud, it's a lot of holes. It's a rough approach, and I'd say it's about 600 or 700 meters to get out to the main paved road. So that's the only downside that I could see. But this is just a beautiful place. They really lucked out. So congratulations to them for finding this beautiful home after being in the Philippines for 5 years. They were actually our neighbors. They live 2 houses down from where we live at Pink House right now. So congratulations again to them for finding this beautiful home to rent for them and their family. And also thanks for providing a absolutely delicious 4th of July lunch. It's much appreciated. So I've rambled on enough. Security grates, heavy duty security, CCTV cameras everywhere. So this is Ned over my Philippine dreams, puppies, rainbows, unicorns, and nice, you know, home rentals for all. Hopefully someday we'll find ours. And again, when people say I'm being too nitpicky about the places that I'm looking at, this is basically, I mean, this is more than we would need. But finding something, you know, somewhat like this, well maintained, nice, with a yard, with covered parking, that's what we want. 25,000 a month. That's my budget. And we'll see what happens. See you next time on my Philippine Dreams.
Hey, if you consider our work to be of any value, consider supporting us on Patreon. If you're a Patreon, you get a free copy of my ebook, and we do monthly Google Hangouts. So consider doing that, if you would please.